veterans that have been around for a long time, but now trying to get back to that level that they've been able to get to in their previously in their careers.
Yeah, and I mean, the Des talked about it. It's hard to go against BDS. You go to their Liquipedia page and you look at their recent results. It's all first places. These guys are so consistent with winning out in their region. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch. But Tigray, right out the gates, he's going to score first and shut me up.
Yeah, you see Mark, he had almost no boost.
Yeah. Didn't
go for the challenge on the back wall, and that bounce back to the middle proved to be fatal for Team BDS. They find themselves trailing early. And one thing about Fadeaway and Freaky in particular is that Freaky has always, in my opinion, outperformed people's expectations. And any team that he's been on has experienced success.
Well, I mean, I think that shows that coming into this matchup against BDS, he is not phased one bit. He loves the pressure. He loves being the underdog. And that's exactly where he wants to be in terms of having confidence. You know, coming out here, impressing everybody, proving us all wrong, and showing that, you know, this Fadeaway roster with the new pickup Yukio is something special.
And Yukio, he was able to win the European region back in Season 9. Oh, and Yukio, one of the things you have to watch out for him is how good he is in the air. The double taps. That was what Yukio made his money on early. And see if he can bring some of that out today against BDS. It's a good pass off the backboard, Monkey Moon. Now have it go back to Extra, who goes to the corner. BDS trying to keep possession. The clear out to Monkey Moon. Has Mark in the middle, but will Monkey Moon go for the solo play? He does, and he's shut down by Tigray.
Wow, lots of midfield space being given up to BDS. This is a bit more of a passive defense than I expected out of Fadeaway. They're kind of giving BDS just, you know, some leg room to work with, and it hasn't proved to be of much value to Monkey Moon in the air. He couldn't get the double tap. It seems as if the trap is working, and now Fadeaway pressing up a bit more. Mark Baye gets the demo, some space opened up, and Tigray, they can keep this pressure going.
Yeah, we saw Yukio snag that boost in the corner and then turn for that challenge, and that was the thing that Achieve said to look out for. If you want to see Fadeaway, you know, do what was effective against Team BDS, you really have to focus on stealing those corner boosts, and Yukio did that right there.
I've been watching Freaky's perspective. He has been very decisive with how he's going to challenge. Now he's got the ball. A 1v1 situation with Mark by 8 unfortunately doesn't get that flick in, but Freaky, he has been taking his decisions very slowly and making sure he commits at the right time, and so far has been working out with that pressure.
And we saw Extra backflip on that counterattack and then was out of position for the shot. BDS now looking as polished as we've seen them so far, but they're still within one. And now getting a couple of shooting opportunities. Freaky going for the clear. Mark gets a demo on the back line. Tigray bumped Monkey Moon. And now Freaky will go for the 50. This one bounces straight up off the ceiling. Yukio wins it to the corner. Mark Baye and Monkey Moon getting tangled up as well, but Mark will dribble it down. Gets demoed, but push the ball to the corner.
Oh, and you can see all that space just given up. Extra now going off the backboard, looking for a double tap, but there was all this space given to BDS because Fadeaway had two members. It was, I believe, Tigray and Freaky both rotating back at the same time, trying to recover on defense. And BDS, they haven't been able to make something out of that space given to him, which is a surprising factor.
Freaky making a big play there. He let that first touch off the backboard get away from him, but then quickly got to the challenge. And now Tigray getting demos. Fadeaway not backing down. Mark will tap it. Monkey Moon will clear it off the goal line, but he's empty. Extra's right behind him. And that zero boost 50 from Monkey, that will be the lifeline for BDS.
Some more demos from Freaky left and right. This has been all over the place, but I'm loving every second so far of this chaotic series, James.
And so is Fadeaway. We're approaching the final minute of gameplay, and now another opportunity. That time it's shut down. But BDS have been struggling to get open looks. Now's a chance. Monkey Moon couldn't get the double. The shot's low. Tigray will be able to save that one. Not much heat on that shot. Extra. Ball got away from him. Freaky shooting opportunity. The shot will be saved. Rebound to Yukio. Far post. It was too high. Mark, low boost. Snagged that mid boost. Now going for demo. Yukio dodges it. Freaky will go for the challenge. Shot comes in, double commit. Tigray and Yukio both dive. Extra going for the double tap, and that's just out of reach.
Oh, and that's a huge read from Tigray. Every time a player gets in that 1v1 situation, you've got a response from somebody on Fadeaway to match that speed of Monkey Moon or Extra, which is so tough to do. Now the clears from Freaky, the speed coming out clutch for everyone on Fadeaway. They're gonna drop this one down, certainly. Freaky, can you add some more icing to the cake? Yes, he does. He's got a beautiful angle. And Fadeaway, this is the best first game for them.
It's certainly something sweet to end that series for Freaky. And Fadeaway not backing down. And this is what you expect from any team with Freaky. And then Yukio and Tigray. They're no strangers to this level of competition. However, BDS, when you look at how much success they've had recently, they are the favorites, not only to win this series, but win the whole thing. So Fadeaway coming out and making a statement in this first game of the series.
There were a couple of chances for BDS to go for those 1v1 plays, and that's why I'm a little bit surprised, because you look at all the players on BDS, every single one of them can make an outstanding solo play, whether it's a double tap, a flip reset, an air dribble, you name it. These guys can definitely come through with some crazy mechanics, but they weren't able to pass through that defensive Fadeaway. And I think it's because Fadeaway did a great job of mixing up their play style. Sometimes they'd be a little bit more passive and have more people rotating back to give BDS some space, but then other times they just explode out of their own half, be super aggressive and commit in that midfield, and it made BDS pretty much constantly worried about, oh, when are they going to challenge? We might have to panic right now and lose this ball and give up possession right away.
And not only that, Turtle, but there was also just execution that was a bit lacking. We saw Extra have that double tap setup, and normally BDS and Extra especially are hitting those, and he was just off on the read despite the setup being there. So BDS maybe needing to get a little bit of warm-up going. We'll see how they react and respond in game 2. Extra going for the ground pinch, and that will be saved from Yukio. Another ball in. Tigray will keep it in the corner. Extra presses. Freaky was there for the stop, and Yukio will be first to it. Gets his jump back up off the ceiling. And Freaky not giving Mark any space. Monkey Moon letting that one get away from him. Extra.
Oh, what a touch.
Not there in time. Backboard pass. And you saw how quickly that Fadeaway collapsed on that defense. BDS was trying to set up in the corner, and Fadeaway just rushed.
Oh, Yukio alone on defense. He didn't expect this awkward bounce off the corner of the map. That Tigray 50 was so beautiful for Monkey Moon, and he just had to drop it down ever so slightly.
That was a bad bounce off the 50. You saw Tigray stretching for that, and it looked like Freaky also committed on that play, and perhaps that 50 would have been the better angle. So a double commit plus a bad bounce on the 50. No surprise that BDS is getting a goal there.
Yeah, and
maybe that was the spark they needed.
Yeah, that's where you're a little bit scared if you are anybody on Fadeaway, because you start to see BDS get some momentum, and you're thinking, okay, are they going to start hitting these double taps? How are the solo plays going to play out? And now, you can tell the control, the possession from BDS, much more composed here. They're going for a couple of little touches, and also some cheeky plays like that. Marked by 8 actually decides to fake the initial shot and wait for it to drop down.
And that almost went in. Now this one bouncing off the ceiling. Freaky to clear it to the corner, but bonked into the post. Now getting the corner boost. The challenge will send it backwards. Monkey Moon, double tap. Yukio there. Send it right back. Extra. Back down the sideline. Yukio playing ping pong back and forth. Forcing the high hit. Freaky was there. Down to Tigray. Tigray now off the ceiling. Mark will clear it to the side. Yukio last back. 1v1 versus Extra. Tigray trying to support, but he didn't even need to there. Now going for the 50. That one high. And see BDS trying to get that ball high above the fadeaway net.
Oh,
that one's scary for BDS. Now the rebound is saved from Extra. Back-to-back stops for BDS.
Everybody's rotating out from the right side of the map and the right side of the goal. You can see BDS had to get that last second touch. I think that was, 2 or 3 members from the team had managed to get that goal line saved, keeping them alive here with the lead. the BDS defense, that was the first time we've seen it get tested as heavily as it has this game. And now, you know, even whenever they're not winning the solo plays, they got that solid 50 from Tigray earlier on. They just need to focus on keeping this possession and making sure they don't give away the chaotic opportunities that they were last game.
Yeah, they'll have to keep things locked down. These 1-goal leads, you can't really relax anytime it's just 1 goal. Yukio went right for net, making sure Monkey Moon was paying attention. Freaky now with the shot opportunity. Will lob it high. Kicked up off the ceiling, back down. Extra there to help out Monkey Moon. And Extra was the one who was in net and predicted that shot angle to get the save on the rebound. More defense will have to come out from BDS. Freaky with the bump on Mark. Monkey Moon will send it down to the fadeaway corner.
Freaky is the catalyst so far for this offense. He's going for so many more bumps, trying to take all of the boost. It hasn't worked so far, but they've gotten a couple of good looks. He needs to keep up that pressure if they want to have a chance here in this game.
Right now, BDS having all the pressure. That shot high, Extra tried to get a tough read. Now the counterattack chance. Yukio will turn and didn't have any boost to stay on the play. Going for the bump on Extra. Tigray will come in and help. Now Tigray missed that hit, but Freaky ready to take over. Monkey Moon going for the 50, does get it.
Tigray.
Oh, Tigray misses the read on that bounce, and that will spell disaster for Fadeaway.
That is tough. Off the backboard, you're trying to get the overhead read in the final few seconds. They could have had a chance. I think one more attempt on net was surely possible for Fadeaway, maybe getting a buzzer beater, but that miss from Tigray surely going to give away the win to BDS in game number 2, and you've let them get some wind under their sails, and that's a scary thing to go up against BDS when they start feeling a little bit more confident on the offensive side. You've noticed that the 50s so much more dominant. They have been winning almost every challenge they go into, and that's forced a lot of great opportunities and exploited the defense of Fadeaway.
Fadeaway, that play from Tigray, that sealed it, like you said, Turtle. And you don't want to give BDS any more chances than they have already.
I'm still happy to see Freaky, though, being a nuisance on offense. Every time I'm on this guy's perspective, he is going for bumps. He's taking the boost, and it means it's going to come down to Yukio and Tigray on defense. You can't be making those mistakes, unfortunately, but there's still so much more time left in this series. As long as you don't let that get into your mentality and start slipping you up a bit more, you know, maybe you get a little bit tilted. If you can prevent all of that from happening, I still think Fadeaway have a solid chance here at proving everybody wrong.
They certainly do, and one of the things that always worked well back when Freaky was on Veloce was he would be in the middle ready for passes to take hard shots, well-placed shots. We haven't really seen him get many shooting opportunities, so I hope to see for Fadeaway's side, I hope to see Tigray and Yukio getting him more opportunities in the middle, just getting him some shooting lanes, because even if he can't score, a lot of times you can force that rebound and get a follow-up opportunity, which is how Fadeaway scored first in the first game of the series. But BDS, they continue to prove that they are that top team in Europe, and they bounce right back in game 2.
There still have been a couple of moments where I've seen 2 players out of Fadeaway rotate back at the same exact time. Sometimes that pacing on how you're rotating back can be a bit off for them and their defense, which means, you know, if you've got 2 players rotating back, you're basically giving up possession to the opposing team, which in this case is going to be BDS. And I think that if they can clean up that rotation a bit, make sure the timing is a bit better, always have somebody rotating in to keep that pressure alive and sustain it, they'd have a better look at forcing out a mistake from BDS.
Tigray will lob it downfield. And now we have a result coming in. Singularity falling. Turtle, does that surprise you?
That's a bit surprising here. Hold on a second. Our Singularity dropping the games down. That is a bit unfortunate if you're a fan of Singularity. We're looking at a lot of different results today so far, and this is the problem. Not necessarily the problem, but the result of a single elimination, or not single, excuse me, double elimination bracket. You've got a lot of pressure on you with individual games. We even heard in the interview previously on the desk that, you know, some people preferred that Swiss stage where you had a couple of chances, you had a couple of lives left. But in this new format, you do not want to be dropping games early on in the day. And now Tigray, he's trying not to drop this series against BDS. He's the first one to strike.
Tigray looking for that pass. Yukio feeding him, and that was a hard shot. 93 miles an hour, 150 kilometers per hour. That is as fast as you can possibly shoot it.
We're not going to see any of those BDS goal line saves that we saw last game. I mean, well, that was maybe 2 or 3 in the previous game where they had flown across the net, finally gotten a touch, but against a shot that
how
fast,
did you even shoot it that fast?
It's over.
I mean, anything in the 80s is fast for miles per hour. That was 93 miles per hour, 150 kilometers per hour. That is unbelievable. Tigray making up for that miss.
Felt like it was just all the rage. You know, you're so upset that you missed that backboard read, and you come out here and just fire in a scorcher and almost a double tap from Mark by 8. Trying to follow the bounce off the little waterfall spot of the map. Now a nice little clear out. BDS doing a good job of controlling it. Nice little first touch from Mark by 8 to keep it close and continue forward. Extra now off the backboard. Not too much threatening offense from BDS, but they have been controlling the pace.
And it's not easy to get that much height on a ground pinch either in that situation. That was an unbelievable shot from Tigray.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a look at it. It must have been ideal timing for him in order to get that much speed. And we haven't seen too much out of BDS, you know, in terms of power or those mechanics. Extra off the sidewall. What's he got? Trying to go for a backflip musty. Doesn't get it. Freaking out off the backboard. They've just been consistently taking this ball out and dishing it to somebody going forward to hold on to this lead.
Fadeaway, their defense has been pretty good. Aside from that mistake from Tigray near the end of the last game, overall, they have been sticking it to BDS. BDS hasn't had as much offensive bite as we've seen them in the past. Now, a chance. Monkey Moon will center it to Mark. Mark didn't make contact on that hit. Extra self-pass blocked from Freaky.
Oh, and that's a huge stop from Freaky. That is exactly what I mean whenever I'm discussing the 1v1 plays. BDS are unable to get it past that final rotation, that final third man in net. They can't find a slot, and that's making the fadeaway offense rotate out so much more clean. They've got a smooth transition, and they are so strong with that 1v1 play. BDS don't know how to approach the net anymore.
BDS running out of time, final minute. Extra going up for the 50, wins it over to the corner. Mark got bumped, and Yukio will be able to hit it down. Monkey Moon loses that challenge. Yukio, big defensive play, and now Freaky in the midfield will lob it up. Extra, second effort. Him and Mark both going for it, so Extra used up a lot of boost there. Mark got out of position, a chance for fadeaway. Lob, Freaky will have to play this wisely. Missed the double. Extra didn't get the tap to the middle. Mark was waiting in the wings. And now, double tap opportunity for Yukio. He misses. That could have been the padding for fadeaway. Will BDS punish him? Yukio.
Oh, not the best
hit
touch.
Off the, and Tigray comes out of nowhere to hit that to the side. Not out of it just yet. Monkey Moon, the center, and a block as well. Mark will catch it. Going for the center. Still airborne. Freaky will catch it. Hit it towards the ground. Kept up by Extra. And that will do it. Fadeaway move ahead in the series after an exciting end to that one.
How has their defense survived for so long against BDS? There's been shot after shot on their net, and somehow a third man always finds his way to get a touch on the ball before that one rolls in. Fadeaway. This is phenomenal defense, and you can see on the field how it's affecting BDS. There's a couple of mechanical issues. You know, we saw Extra miss maybe 1 to 2 shots there at the end, marked by 8. You know, I don't want to play the points game, but only racking up 78 points so far in this game, which is tough. He hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities. BDS seem to be a bit off, and I think that's because Fadeaway, they're not cracking on defense.
They really aren't, but at the same time, Turtle, we saw a few situations there. Even one at the end, Mark was waiting for a pass, and Extra just didn't make contact. A few uncharacteristic mechanical mistakes from Team BDS, and Fadeaway has not missed a beat. They are putting the pressure on Team BDS, and also the defense is stepping up. We saw that play where Tigray had to come back. It wasn't the best hit from Yukio. It went off the arc of the ceiling and down, and Tigray got back in time. And then Freaky also stepping up in the big defensive moments. So Fadeaway making things interesting. Now 1 game away from a massive upset that, you know, if BDS loses with this double elimination format, they would be forced to make a huge lower bracket run like we saw NRG do. And that is not easy.
Yeah, and it's even more strange coming out here into this match point. We're seeing BDS a couple of mistakes right out the gates, marked by 8, had a couple of whiffs earlier on, and they're rushing a lot of these touches, giving away possession to Fadeaway. Let them do whatever. Monkey Moon now going for the solo play. It's off the crossbar. That shot represents how this series has gone so far for Team BDS.
And now a double tap chance, and again denied. Mark will go for the sidewall pass, and Extra was blocked. Fadeaway meeting every ball. Tigray getting it by Extra and poking it past Monkey Moon. Tigray, that is the type of patience and poise that you need against a team like BDS. Freaky. The ball go out to Monkey Moon. Tigray with the tip. Now Yukio upfield. Missed his second effort, but this is a good rebound for Freaky. The shot. 2 players go from BDS. And now Tigray will have this skip off the ceiling. Double commit again. Corner bounce. Yukio shot.
Wow.
It's in. Fadeaway take the lead. BDS will have to battle back.
The decision-making and the speed on both of those challenges. We had Tigray come across, win a 50. Now Freaky wins one. It bounces off the corner. And Yukio, of course, in the perfect spot to slot that one in. Match point for Fadeaway against BDS. They score first, and they look the most confident on the field. Who would have predicted it? It certainly wasn't me or anybody on the desk, but somehow, whenever you doubt Freaky, he's always going to show up.
And that's why you just can't. You can't doubt it. And that shot there, rebound out for Freaky. Freaky delays the hit. Now Yukio going for the double. But that shot and that rebound was because Freaky put it in the top corner. He forced the double commit out, took 2 defenders out of the play, and then Yukio was ready. But that's a horrible mistake. In field, everyone's missing. Open net.
Extra.
And Extra will score it. The defense crumbles for Fadeaway.
And Extra's getting a second shot here. If you remember earlier on, he had actually whiffed the initial hit where he was waiting on the offensive side. Now he wraps around, cleans up a bit on the defensive side for Fadeaway. That's a free one given to BDS. The one rare time we've actually seen the Fadeaway defense break down. We'll see if that could change how things go throughout this series. All that confidence could be pretty much down the drain at this point.
I mean, to give up a goal like that, I mean, you can approach it from either one of 2 ways. You know, BDS didn't earn that one. We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Or you let it get you down. And I think Fadeaway, they've already shown a ton of resilience.
Yeah.
BDS have to get this win. Otherwise, they will be down in the lower bracket, and it will be a grueling journey back to the grand finals. We'll bounce high. Hard off the sidewall. Shot bar post, off the crossbar. Back off Monkey Moon and in. This isn't how you draw it up, but you'll take it if you're BDS.
Yeah, it started with the 50 from Mark by 8. Finally, they're winning something. I think Tigray might have gotten a piece of Monkey Moon, which made a miss.
Whoa. It bounced off Monkey Moon and then off, who was that? Tigray. Oh my goodness.
Tigray was rotating back. I think got a little piece of Monkey Moon on his shot. He hit it off the crossbar. This is not the game or the series I expected. This has been pure chaos on the field. But actually now in the 1v1, Tigray gets the last second save. Monkey Moon now can't finish it because Freaky is there in position. And they've got one shot rotating out. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Time running down. Fadeaway need an answer.
See if they have one. Monkey Moon. Patient play. Tigray centers. Nobody there, but the ball hit right back to Freaky. Now over to Tigray. Tigray back to Freaky. Freaky finds the net. The passing play comes through for Fadeaway.
We needed an answer, and we got it. Tigray now finding Freaky on the other side. Monkey Moon had the prediction. The timing of the flip was just a little bit off. Couldn't make contact. Freaky punishes. We've got a tied up game. Still on match point for Fadeaway. I have to keep repeating this because nobody expected it. And Fadeaway didn't expect this goal marked by 8. Gonna slot it in. Where did this come from, James?
So Extra gets the challenge on Yukio, and the 50 kicks straight to marked by 8.
Wow.
So that 50 by Extra proves to be enough.
I mean, that's kind of what it's come down to in this series. It's been those challenges for both teams on their own respective offensive half. I mean, Freaky earlier on won that 50, which put 2 players out of position. Now we come out here and we've got another 50, but instead for BDS. And the one goal before that as well for BDS had come from a 50 from marked by 8. So the challenge game has been such a fundamental factor here in this series between who's going to take the lead.
And it's not over yet. We're approaching the final 30 seconds. Can Fadeaway make it happen, or will BDS force game 5? Yukio, flick up, challenged by Monkey Moon. Tigray handled that well. Dropped it down to Yukio, got the clear. Mark, boomer downfield. Monkey Moon, perhaps going for the block. And that's back to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon staying upfield, and he'll cherry pick a goal.
Yep, and here's that challenge game. We had seen Tigray going in for the 50. He waited, actually, and was patient because he wanted to force 50 himself. He thought maybe he could get that win, but instead, marked by 8 absolutely dunks him. Squeezes out into the midfield. Monkey Moon stays up. That's a comfortable lead. 8 seconds left. Fadeaway, unfortunately, is not going to be able to win this one if you're a fan of them. But if you're a fan of BDS, they forced game 5. At this point, who knows which way, I mean, the ball is going to favor at this point. It has been back and forth games the entire time.
And even this game, this didn't seem like a situation where BDS was outclassing Fadeaway. We saw, like you said, those 50 plays where, you know, you can't really rely on those plays too much. The ball just kicked out right to marked by 8 in that situation.
Yeah.
And BDS, they're not scoring in the ways that we see them really score and dominate on offense in the past. They're just getting these few opportunities. Fadeaway's making a few mistakes. Things just aren't going their way. But Fadeaway, they're making this really difficult on BDS. We'll see how game 5 goes.
Yeah, Fadeaway have been still frustrating to deal with on offense, whether it's the 50s that we saw this game or the demos early on from Freaky. Truthfully, that's the thing I would love to see the most from Freaky, is if he comes out into game 5 and is just as aggressive as we saw in the first few games, because he was he was basically wreaking havoc across the field, getting demos all over the place, taking the corner boost, which you remember, Chief said that on the desk. Whenever Galaxy Racer had taken the series against BDS, they were taking those corner boosts, making sure to starve out everyone on the side of BDS, and that's exactly what worked for them. So we need to see that from Fadeaway, but we also need to see a response from BDS.
BDS had a response to stay alive in this series, and now a chance to win it. Tigray gets bumped out by Monkey Moon. Space for Mark. Goes for the demo on net. The ball's cleared out. Tigray with one demo. Yukio taps it over Monkey Moon. Mark off the backboard, but 50 by Yukio and down. Extra will clear it up, but Freaky there to stop it at the midfield. Monkey Moon out of boost. Will lob it up to Mark. Mark blocked by Tigray. Monkey Moon will race back to the corner and get full boost. Turning on that one. Extra poking it around, 2v1 situation. And Tigray comes through on top.
Oh, and he's loving those 50s. Tigray, you can see every time he's on defense, decides to bring that ball down, go for a forced 50, which didn't work out in the final seconds of the last game. But so far, it's been, you know, allowing that defense to rotate out better in game 5. And one person I've been particularly impressed with so far has been Yukio. Look at him on the offensive side, pushing through, now going for a demo, taking the corner boost, which we talked about, how important that is. And now the speed to beat out a defender. Yukio is all over the field, but he's winning every single challenge.
Oh, and Mark was low on boost, but still diving in for that demo. Let this up off the ceiling. BDS with some pressure, hard bounce off the backboard. Monkey Moon didn't get the read, and now it gets past the back line. Freaky will miss that challenge. Ball off the corner now. Extra will clear it out. Wait, Turtle, you're 100% right. Yukio has been so speedy for Fadeaway. Yeah. Some big moments, getting there, winning those 50s.
I mean, I remember in the first regional, we had actually gotten a chance to sit down with Yukio and talk to him about, you know, his new roster, where he fits in. And he said he was excited to join Fadeaway. He's getting, more chances to be aggressive, which he didn't get on his previous roster. Now he's able to come out here, be as aggressive as he wants, challenge shots like that in the midfield, and set up plays for his team.
And that drop down on the infield, Monkey Moon. Oh, with the half flip save, pinched it out. And that was a scary moment. Close call for BDS. And we're still scoreless in this one, past the halfway point. Fadeaway looking for the upset. BDS trying to fend off this Fadeaway team. Monkey Moon, scary hit. But Mark was there. Yukio going again for the challenge. This will go back to Freaky. Yukio off the backboard. The double tap was too far wide. But another threatening opportunity from Fadeaway, and they're not done yet.
Oh, there's a good opportunity now. Another pass coming across the midfield. Yukio is flying in. All this pressure. They're taking the corner boost. You pay attention to Freaky in that corner, taking it, making sure he leaves as soon as he can and has a solid rotation back. Now Yukio able to come forward. This is so clean from everyone on Fadeaway, keeping that pressure. There's so many shots flying left and right. Fadeaway looking like the dominant team so far in game 5.
This shot gonna force Freaky to take it to the corner. Fadeaway calm under pressure. Monkey Moon, low boost. Picking up pads. We'll need some help. Extra is there. We'll hit it downfield. It's the mid boost as well. Sidewall pass. Monkey Moon up to Extra. Extra off the backboard. Mark by 8. We'll go for the backboard again, but Freaky was already up there waiting for it. He gets demoed. Well, that's dangerous. Yukio.
Slippery set.
Now Monkey Moon will go for the flick. Stopped out by Tigray. Tigray trying to mess up Mark. This one kicks off the ceiling. Extra, a quick turn. Yukio with this speed again. That one off the ceiling. Giving BDS a hard time.
If we have somebody from Fadeaway a little bit more aggressive and predicting that win from Yukio as Freaky gets that last second save, very necessary for the Fadeaway defense to stay alive. But I think it's going to come down to Yukio's performance or maybe his own teammate's performance to slot this one in. What happened? This is a disaster.
Oh, no. This game was looking so good until that very moment. And that has to feel terrible.
Oh, my. There was nobody from BDS near Tigray. He could have just let it go across. Oh, my heart is hurting right now for Tigray. I'm in pain.
That will be tough to stomach. Final 10 seconds. Freaky has Yukio upfield. The shot from midfield. Freaky times it with 6 seconds left to go.
This is all he needed. One opportunity. Monkey Moon couldn't get the 50. Mark by 8 is too far forward. Freaky, one midfield shot, and they're still in it. It doesn't even matter if you own gold. You forced overtime potentially.
Tigray had a get out of jail free card, and it was Freaky. And now we'll have overtime. Golden Goal takes the series.
I can't help but smile. This has been a fantastic series, and we get the 6-second goal. Monkey Moon now with a massive clear. How passive are these teams going to play? We had an own goal, and we had a midfield shot go in. You've got to push your defense back if you're both teams.
Yukio almost got that bump. And this is where you make up for it if you're Tigre. This is where you see what you're made of. BDS do not want to let Fadeaway upset. Low boost for extra. He'll tap it out. Freaky there quickly. But it was a double commit. Monkey Moon keeping possession. Got bumped a bit, but still recovers. Extra back to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon couldn't get the touch. Extra going for the dribble. Monkey Moon will have it. First touch control. But Tigre was there for the challenge. Now Yukio will hit it upfield. Tigre, the redirect bounce
back
off the
to Yukio.
backboard. Now off the ceiling. Extra. Gets beat by Freaky. Getting hairy. Fadeaway keep chipping away at this defense. And now finally BDS gets some breathing room.
I thought we were going to see the final goal because Yukio finally had somebody downfield, which was Tigre waiting for Yukio's speed. It got them a couple of shots on net. They need to keep predicting and having confidence in Yukio because he has been winning every challenge so far. That's dangerous, though. Tigre can't get there for the save, and Extra is finishing off this series.
Mark beats Freaky to the ball, and Tigre barely missed that save. BDS made it exciting. A Game 5 overtime thriller. And they come out on top. No upset today for Team BDS.
I don't even know if I'm sad, happy. I don't know what to feel at this point. That was just so many crazy highlights, James. It was not the typical Rocket League series that you would expect. Okay, you know, sometimes there's midfield passes, sometimes there's really good mechanics in the 1v1 plays. This series, we threw all that out the window. We got demos, we got own goals, we got midfield shots. It was messy, but I loved every second of it. And this is what I want to see for the rest of the day.
Oh, me too. And those plays from Yukio, he was looking great out there today. Excellent speed. Freaky shooting was still on point. Really, the only thing that bit Fadeaway was those defensive mistakes, a few of them. Tigre has to clean that up later today. But against BDS, they made it really close. This Fadeaway team looks to be the real deal, Turtle.
Yeah, I mean, they had made a dent in the BDS armor. Truthfully, this was a series that you can look back on and think, okay, BDS, they're not a juggernaut. We can take these guys down. We forced a Game 5. There were a lot of awkward mistakes, and there's room for error. And that's what I think is great for Fadeaway. This could be a confidence boost for them going forward, even in the lower bracket.
A confidence boost indeed, and they will need it. That lower bracket is going to be grueling. It is a long way to the grand finals from down there. But we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, more RLCS